Hey guys, so welcome back. This is our second day. We're going to continue with the same topic, which we haven't gave the name yet. We just started with the rules of signs, and now we are going to continue down here with another part of the same topic, okay? First, we saw the rules of signs. Now we're going to see order of operations. Okay, and you have seen this already. You saw this last school year, okay? And you use the acronym PEMDAS. And PEMDAS, the P stands for what?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. What does the E stands for?
Exponent.
Exponent. Awesome. And the M?
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. The D?
Division.
Division.
Addition. The A?
Addition.
Additions. And the S?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Okay, and we also know, or we need to know, that we work from left to right, okay? So that's how we should work, from left to right. But there are some exceptions, okay? And that we're gonna call a tip, okay? We're gonna call it a little tip. So it makes your life a little bit easier, okay? So the tip is, what's the tip? The tip is that if we have only additions, but nothing else but additions, or only multiplications, nothing more than multiplications, without an addition, without a division, without anything else, only additions or only multiplications, it does not matter where you start, okay? It doesn't matter where you start. That's it. That's the tip. So if you have only additions, like you have, for example, 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 4, it doesn't matter if you add first the 6 plus 9 or the 3 plus 4 or the 6 plus 4. It doesn't matter because we have only additions. Same thing goes with multiplications. If we have 2 times 3 times 5, you can do 2 times 3, 3 times 5, or 2 times 5, whichever you feel it's easier, but only if you have additions or only multiplications, okay? Only that. If you have a mix of something else, if you have a mix of multiplications and additions, you cannot do it. You need to use PEMDAS, okay? Right now, we're gonna see the PEMDAS without the E, because we're gonna see further on the law of exponents. Right now, we're doing only PMDAS, okay? Right now, we're not doing exponents, okay? Right now, we're not doing exponents. So, you copy that, right? This tip is really important. It will help us make life a lot easier. Okay, so I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna share it later on because I want to show you the exercises that we're going to be solving right now. There are only 6 exercises, okay? Only 6. And I will be doing 1, okay? I'll be doing 1. So, Josh, which one do you want me to solve? 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 2A, 3B.
3B.
3B, okay. So we got 10 minus 10. This is a division divided by 38 divided by 58. Okay, do not get confused. The ones that have a little red line that we're going to place, those are divisions, okay? This is a division. 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 And these two are divisions, okay? Why am I telling this? Because I did this with 8th grade, because I did the same exercises, but a little bit faster, okay? And they got confused and they said that that was an addition, so they got that wrong. So this is a division. All the ones that have a little red line underneath are divisions. The rest are additions, okay? So we're gonna go with PEMDAS. And we know that we need to start from left to right if there was no parentheses. However, we have a parenthesis, so we solve first the parentheses. So 10 minus 10, that is how much?
0.
0, correct. So 0 divided by 38
30.
divided by 58. So I need you guys to write every single step, okay? Every single step. Further on, I will let you to skip steps. But right now, I need every single step. Okay, so now 0 divided by 38. Why that and not 38 divided by 58? Because we got division, so we go from left to right. If it was additions or multiplications, it didn't matter, but it is a division. So we say 0 divided by 38.
0.
0, correct. Every single time that we got a 0 in there at the front, then it is 0, okay? Divided by 58.
0.
0. So my answer is 0. I would like for you guys to enclose your final answer this way, okay? Enclose it that way, and then I know that is your final answer. Are we clear? Easy peasy breezy, right? Because you saw
Yes,
this.
yes.
No questions. We're good. Okay, so right now, let's see. Macedo. Gabriela, can I call you Macedo? Yeah, okay. Macedo, you're gonna help me with 1A, okay? Okay, so Macedo, what should I solve first? You're gonna tell me exactly what should I do step by step. So what should I do first?
I think the division. No, multiplication.
The multiplication. Okay, so how much is 4 times 8?
4 times 8, it is 32.
Okay, so 32. And I copy the rest, right? Because I'm going step by step. So divided by 8 plus 4. Okay, Marcel, what should I do now?
32 to it's divide
That's
what?
Divided by 8.
Divide by 8.
How much is 32 divided by 8?
It is
It is 4.
It is 4. Thank you. It is 4. They
Oh,
help
sorry.
you here. So 4 plus 4. And I just have one more thing. So how much is 4 plus 4, Marcel?
8.
8, exactly, girls. And that's it. And we enclose our answer this way. Why do I ask you to enclose the answer this way? Because at the end, when I'm checking your classworks or your homeworks or your final exams or your quick quizzes, because we're going to have quick quizzes, remember, then I will know what is the final answer, okay? So it is 8. Awesome. Now let's see a boy. Thank you, Marcelo. Let's see Javier Castro, because you were the first one to try to log in like at 7:50. Okay, so you're gonna help me with 2B. Just the same thing. You let me know what I do first. Okay, what should I do first? This is 28 divided by 28 plus 1 inside a parenthesis, and then times 8.
Multiply the 8
Multiply the 8 times what?
times 1.
Only times 1.
Times only the 1.
Only the 1. Okay. Is anyone not agreeing with Javier? Anyone does not agree with Javier?
Taking the first,
28
division
divided
and,
by 28.
add a parenthesis.
Oh, so Alfred says that we need to, and I don't know who else says that we need to start with the parentheses. Alfred says 28 divided by 28 first. I will let you know why that is correct. Because if you multiply the 8, you need to multiply it by every single thing inside the parentheses. And it will make the 28 a lot bigger. And we don't like that. We don't like to work with big numbers. Okay, so we do not do that. And that has a specific name. That multiplication times everything in the parentheses has a special name that we're going to see further on. Okay, and that you saw already. So yes, according to PEMDAS, we start with the P, which is parentheses. So we work the parentheses first. And since we have inside the parentheses more than one operation, we go again with PEMDAS. And it says that first multiplications, there's no multiplication, and then division. So we start with the division. So 28 divided by 28, that is?
It's 1.
1.
1.
And 1 plus 1 times
2.
8. I'm not placing that little X. I'm just placing it like that, okay? Just the parentheses separating that. So this is 2, like you guys said, times 8. And my answer will be
16.
16. So easy peasy breezy lemon squeezy, okay? Okie dokie. So let's see now. Since I don't see anything else but your forehead, I'm gonna ask you, Valeria, Chong, you're gonna help me out with 3A because I can only see your forehead. Okay, so again, what should I do in here? Valeria Chong?
Multiply first.
What should I multiply first? What should I
6.
multiply? Yes, Sophia?
Multiply 2 times 6.
Multiply 2 times 6. Why? It is correct,
Because
but why?
Because it's in the parentheses.
Exactly, because it's inside the parentheses. Pamela says that we work first the parentheses. I'm going to copy the 3. I'm not copying that little X. I'm just opening the parentheses. And 2 times 6, that is?
12.
12.
12, yes, 12. And then divided by 9. Okay, what goes now?
The multiplication 3 times.
Multiplication
12.
3 times 12.
The multiplication of 3 times 12, because after a parenthesis, I go with the multiplication. How much is that?
36.
36. And I divided it by 9. And how much is that?
4.
4. And that's my final answer. Very good. I love the participation that you're having. Very good. Now, Junior, you're going to help me with the number 2A. This is easy, Junior. Step by step, Junior.
6 times 2.
6 times 2. How much is 6 times 2?
12.
12. And I copy the rest, right? Since this is an addition, I will copy the addition. And I'm going to
5
place
times 5,
this.
it is
And it is? How much?
25.
25, exactly. So 25 plus 12. I eliminate the parentheses now. How much is 25 plus 12?
37.
37. Very good. Now, let me tell you, in this exercise, I could have skipped one step. Sometimes I can skip steps, okay? You saw that Junior, he was like, okay, 6 times 2 is 12. And then at the same time, 5 times 5 was 25. So if you're able to do that, you can skip that step. And you can do the parentheses and the multiplications at the same time. Or the parentheses and the divisions, if they're so, at the same time. Okay, you can do that. But for right now, I want that step included, okay? I want that step included. I will let you skip steps later on when I'm sure that you manage the topics like that, okay? Now, let's see Someone else, give me a second. Let's see. Emily. Can you help me with the last one, Emily? It says 78 divided by 39 plus parentheses 5 divided by 1.
First, we will need to do the parentheses, and it is 1.
5 divided by 1, it is 1.
No,
5.
no, 5.
Aha, it is 5. Okay, so 5. And I copy the rest, right? Or I could have just skipped that step. But for right now, I'm not skipping it. Okay, let's continue. What do I do next?
The multiplication.
There's no multiplication, that's a division. That's 78 divided by 39.
Sorry.
Okay, how much is 78 divided by 39?
2.
2, exactly. 2 plus, and I just get rid of the parentheses. 2 plus 5?
7.
7. And that is easy peasy breezy lemon squeezy, right?
We have to upload this to Fluid.
No, you just need to copy it in your notebook.
Finish.
Okay, awesome. So you see how PEMDAS is really easy if you actually follow PEMDAS, okay? There's another acronym that's with my aunt. I don't know what. I don't know that of my aunt. It's kind of hard, so it's easier with PEMDAS, okay? So, questions? No questions? We're good? You saw this last school year, right? Okay, so I hope that there's no problem. Now, I was telling you that number 2b could be solved in a different way, but it will be giving us really, really, really big numbers, okay? Because you had to multiply that 8 on the outside times everything on the inside, and that has a particular name. The name is distributive property, okay? So sometimes the distributive property will help us solve in a different way an exercise. But in this case, if we multiply the 8, it has to be multiplied by everything inside the parentheses. And then this 28 will become 224. So if I see 224 divided by, you're going to get scared because it's going to be a big number. Okay, so we work with the smallest number possible. Okay, so we're going to see later on, again, the distributive property and the counterpart of the distributive property, which is the GCF. What does GCF stands for? Anyone?
Greatest common factor.
Greatest common factor, exactly, Nino. So the greatest common factor is the counterpart of a distributive property. Just like, what's the counterpart of an addition? The opposite of an addition.
Subtraction.
Subtraction. The opposite of a multiplication?
Division.
Division. And this is a tricky one. What's the opposite of an exponent?
No idea.
Starts with an R. I know you haven't seen this, but maybe you know. The opposite of an exponent is a root. Okay, so the opposite, to eliminate an exponent, you use a root. If it's a exponent second degree, then you use a second degree root or a square root. If you have a degree 3, which is called a cube, you use a cubic root. So the roots are the counterpart or the opposite of exponents. Later on in the school year, as it goes by, we are going to see all of this. So you guys have any question for today? No. Okay, let's name this topic. Let's place the date over here because we didn't place it over here. We're going to place it in here. Today is August the 31st. Okay, so this is our date. I'm placing it here, but it should be actually over here. Okay, but I'm placing it there. So
Miss,
what's
I don't
the
finish to copy.
Okay, just let me place the name. What's the name of this topic? What do you think is the name of this topic?
Rules of
Order
the
of
signs, I
operation.
think.
Rules of signs, or what was the other
Order
one?
of operations.
Orders of
Operation.
operations. Okay, it is. Solving numeric expressions, because solving numeric expressions use both things, rules of signs and order of operations. And now you can place the topic's name at the very top of your notebook. It took us 2 days, okay? What are we gonna do in our next class on Thursday? We're gonna do our first classwork, pointed classwork that you will be needing to upload to Schoology. And today you will find another folder in Schoology that will be called homework. And you're gonna have your very first homework as well. Okay, it will cost 5 points each. So just like that, you have 15 points already in week 2. Okay, guys, so basically this is it for today.
Miss Yusagu, I have a question. What is going to be about the homework?
Oh, you're gonna see it's the same topic, okay? The same thing. Nothing
Okay.
new. Okay, okay.
Miss, can you go down to the tip? Like,
Yeah.
the tip?
Okay, right now. Just gonna stop the
Just-
recording though.
Just another thing, Miss. We can
Uh-huh.
start making it or just after the third day.
You can start working on your homework once that you find it on Schoology. Okay?
Miss, we upload this in Schoology.
put the tip?
Now, this does not need to be uploaded to Schoology.
Okay.
Okay, okay.